How's it going, everyone? It's Baron from Chill Guy Vibe. I went out to Macon, Georgia yesterday for the Harley dealership out there. I've been collecting the poker chips from each dealership, and it was about a hour and 49-minute ride. Wonderful ride. Luckily, the route I took had almost no traffic. There's a couple cars in the video, I believe. That was basically the route all the way to the dealership and all the way home. Um, I tried to cut out most of the just long straightaways so the video wouldn't be too boring. It was beautiful scenery. A lot of the houses were absolutely gorgeous. I've never been out to Macon, Georgia before. It was my first time, and as far as it being country, it was, I guess you can consider it country because the houses were pretty far in between for the most part. But as you started getting more towards where the Harley dealership was located, I guess it would be quote city-ish. But even then, it still wasn't really very busy nor city. Right there, you saw a couple cars pass me. I guess they were leaving Macon. I think a lot of people have farms out this way. One of the roads I actually took going home was not on the route going there. I wish I would have recorded it. There was about, I'd say, probably 20 acres of just straight cattle. I was actually surprised because I started seeing cattle crossing signs, so I guess they cross from one side of the road to the other side of the road. So I was kind of worried about what would happen if a cow came in front of me while I was riding my bike, but I would just ease on the brakes, I suppose. Something normal. But also, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I'm planning to make a lot more content. I would have brought my full face helmet and my external microphone, but it was a very nice day. I just wanted to wear my quarter helmet. But next time I make a long trip, I'll try to bring my full face helmet and external microphone and actually have better commentary. It's a little bit harder to make commentary when you're doing it at home after the fact, but I think the video came out well for the most part, just minus not too much going on. It seems like all the curves and everything are kind of similar as far as it's a curve with trees on either side of it. Um, Regardless, the clouds are wonderful. Not a gray cloud in the sky. But leave me a comment. Let me know the longest trip you've ever taken. Let me know what type of bike you ride. If you don't have a bike yet, let me know what you are looking to get. This was not the longest trip I've ever taken. I think the longest trip I've ever taken was maybe 5 hours so far. But I'm planning to go to North Carolina this summer, so not really sure how many hours that is from me. Actually, I think that's only 4. So right here, I don't know if you would consider this area like, I guess this is like a little town right here. Not too sure, but even here you can see there's not much traffic here, so I would recommend if you live in the Georgia area, Macon seems like a pretty good area to just hop on your bike and ride. Let me know if you've ever been to Macon, Georgia, actually. Well, the video is about 4 minutes longer. That was about 4 minutes that I just recorded. So I figure I'd talk a little bit more so it's not just silent while you're watching. And if anybody's just listening to the audio and not actually watching a video, currently I ride a 2022 Harley Davidson Softail Standard FXST. It's my first bike. I like it a lot. I would like to get maybe a street glide one day, but mainly just to be able to take it on long trips, out of state trips, and everything, just for the bags and all. I currently have soft bags on my bike, so I mean, I do take my bike to like Atlanta, Georgia, and stuff. I took it out there and spent the night out there. I can fit a lot in my bags, but my bags don't lock, which so far I've never had any issues with anybody trying to get into my bags. Uh, I actually don't really hear of too many stories of people having issues like that. So I think that's more or less people just assume that people are going to try to get into your bags, but in reality, nobody really cares. Also, I was supposed to turn right there, but for some reason, my camera it had a full battery when I left, and I went on long rides, and my camera never died. But I'm wondering if it actually didn't have a full charge, if it looked like it did, and maybe I misread the battery or something. But it didn't. It didn't record as I was pulling up to the Harley dealership, so I don't have video of that. There was a lot of new bikes out there and a lot of beautiful paint jobs, so I wish I would have pulled my camera out. I brought extra batteries. I wish I would pull my camera out and pop some extra batteries in, but I got to go back out that way in a couple weeks, so whenever I go back out that way, I'll make sure I record the bikes and everything and make that a video on its own. Maybe bring my full face and external microphone, because whenever I'm wearing my quarter helmet, I can't really use the microphone, or else it's just going to be constant wind noise in your ear, which I don't think anybody really wants to hear wind. If you want to hear wind, I feel like maybe you would just go on your own bike and have the wind blowing in your ear. Good bit of roadkill right there if you didn't see it. I think one of them was an armadillo and the other one was a crow. So if you're on a bike, do not run over roadkill. You definitely will pop a tire if one of them bones get up in there. At one point, I did hit a stick. It was like, not a stick, but it was like a decent sized log. And I was worried about my tire. I did pull over for a second, mainly to fix my bracelet, but my tires are fine. I got home and checked them out. So don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe, thanks.